Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dom's Italian. I've got something special for this occasion, Easter. It's a lamb pizza. Boy, it's gonna be a herbed lamb arrabbiata. So stay tuned. I'm gonna guide you through this recipe and let's all have fun. Cheers. Hey guys, let's take a look at this lamb patella. This lamb has been marinating in sauce, basil, rosemary, chili, shallots, garlic for the last 24 hours. So today we're gonna put this pan on our stove and simmer it for about 5 minutes. And then once that's all simmered up, halfway cooked, we're gonna take the lamb off, slice it up, and load it onto our pizza. So this is gonna be a lamb herbed arrabbiata pizza in the end. So let's start cooking this amazing lamb. Just before I do that, I'm gonna add a little bit more vino. We're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes at a high heat and let the heat do its magic. At this point, our padella is sizzling. The lamb is getting nice and juicy, and I'm gonna add some more ingredients. Chives. And this smells absolutely amazing. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna enjoy this glass of wine. Salud. At this point, the lamb chops have to be turned around. Listen to that sizzle. Wow. And you can actually see the wine on this lamb. And it looks fantastic, and it even smells more fantastic as I'm doing this. So we'll let that sit for another 3 minutes and stop this patella from cooking. And while it's cooling, I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil just to make this a little bit more flavorful. Okay, so we're gonna start slicing this lamb chop. And we're gonna start by actually removing some of the fat that's on the lamb. We don't want that. So we're gonna try to make these as thin as possible. And this is coming apart nicely. Obviously, it's very tender. And we're gonna place these babies right on the pizza once it's all done. You can see those juices just flowing out. That's all the flavor. And let's get rid of some of that fat. We don't want to eat that. It's not good for us. Look at that basil, rosemary, chili pepper, garlic. Oh, this is gonna taste awesome. I'm sorry guys, but this one is for me and my vino. I'm gonna drop this in this sugo of marination. Let it drip, and here I go. Wow. Tender, tasty, flavorsome, juicy. I taste the rosemary, the shallots, the spice. So good. Salute. Hey guys, you might be wondering what's happening with all this extra marination. Well, we're using this as our sauce, not tomato sauce. We're using this beautiful herb marination to coat our pizza dough. Mmm. All this juicy stuff is going to be on top of our pizza. So now we're ready for the dough. This dough was previously made, placed in our fridge for 48 hours, and now it's ready to be stretched out. I'm just going to softly flour this, and as usual, the dough is very soft. And I'm going to stretch it out by hand by forcing the air to one side of the pizza or to the other sides. And we're going to continue this process until we get the size that we are requiring for our pan. And now it's time to marinate this dough. We're going to spread it around. We're going to put all the herbs. We're going to remove those chilies. We don't want to burn ourselves. We don't want this to be too hot. And we're going to wipe off all these natural flavors and let them drop. Let them drop. There you go. And I'm just going to spread this around. And look at this sauce. This marinated sauce. One of a kind, full of flavor. Of course, we're adding to this flavor as well. We're going to be putting some fresh vegetables and herbs. And say bye-bye to the chili. It's not getting cooked with the pizza. This is way too hot. Bye-bye, chili. Bye-bye. Okay, for this pizza, we're using a variety of ingredients. We're going to start by placing the garlic, then the shredded mozzarella cheese, some tomatoes, onions, shallots, more chives, more rosemary, more basil, and the portobello mushrooms. This is a naturally herbed pizza with awesome flavor. You got to try this. So we're going to add some more crushed garlic before we add the 3 cheeses or the mozzarella, so that the garlic is tied into the dough. Of course, I'm using the pre-shredded mozzarella, and I'm going to coat the pizza dough and that flavorful marinated sauce. So we're going to add a little bit of chives to this pizza. And we're going to add some chopped up tomatoes. We're going to spread this around as best as we can, of course. And this is about half a tomato. And now that we put those tomatoes, we're going to add some onions. Sweet onions. And we're also going to add some of these shallots. So this is a wild combination of onions, tomatoes, herbs, and of course, the lamb. In addition to what we've already put on, we're going to be putting some portobello mushrooms. We're really loading this pizza up. And now it's time for the lamb. And now that I got all these ingredients on, I'm gonna put the final 2 herbs. The rosemary first. I'm gonna destem them, put these beautiful flavorsome leaves right on the pizza. And also some of this basil, which I'm just gonna tear by hand and spread it out to add that extra sweetness to this amazing product. And now it's time for this to go in there. We're gonna let this go for about 20 minutes and cook nicely before we take it out. And while we wait for that, we're gonna continue this journey of having a glass of wine. And I'm gonna take a look at this pizza to see how it's coming out. Oh, whoa, look at that. The browning, I give that another minute and I'll take that out. Looks about done. Okay guys, this pizza looks about ready, so let's take it out of the oven. Yes. Wow. Amazing. Look at that browning. Look at the juices. Let's let that cool. And we're gonna enjoy that. Yes. And while it's cooling, we're just gonna add a little bit more chives. And a drizzle of olive oil. The olive oil is going to help spread those flavors. Okay guys, it's time to cut the pizza. Man, I'm dying to get into this. I can smell the flavor. Wow. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Oh. Believe me, you have to try this at home. I appreciate all your comments. We'll see you next week with a new episode. For now, salute. Cheers, and thank you for watching.